Hi everybody, this is Sarah Al-Amiri in Why Not Show.
Hello everyone and welcome to our program Why Not? I'm your host Ahmed Murad. Ni hao and Gonchi Fachai. Welcome dear viewers to our program Why Not? The program that discovers everything that's happening in our dear country of Kuwait. Today's episode we are invited to a festival that is filled and is rich with history and culture. This festival being the Chinese New Year that is hosted by the China Cultural Center here in Kuwait, representing the People's Republic of China. Join me in today's episode as we get to explore everything about Chinese culture, and we hope that you're able to learn something and enjoy this event with us. So why not? We get to check it out and see what's happening. Let's go. So we're back in today's episode of Why Not? Why Not is all about experiences, and I've told myself, why not I get to try this traditional custom that is also known as a hanfu. So as you can see right now, the booth is quite busy, but I'd like to show you the hanfu that I'm currently wearing right now. Little bit of history for you, dear viewers. The hanfu is a traditional Chinese dress that used to be worn from the Warring States period, which is also known as the Three Kingdoms period, up until the Ming Dynasty. They are still being worn for traditional occasions and all sorts of things. The one that I'm wearing right now, I have to say, is providing quite the warmth, as in, you know, it's made with like really interesting fabric, and as you can see, there's a lot of really nice patterns right here of dragons and different mythological Chinese creatures. This is just one of the few experiences that this cultural festival has to offer. And I do have to say, I do look really good in an hanfu, and it's very comfy. And I'm a big fan of the black color. It's one of my favorite colors of all time. And I'm just admiring the types of patterns that they have. It just shows you the absolute heritage, the absolute culture, the wonderful arts and craft design that the Chinese culture has to offer. As I said, this is just a part of today's episode of what we're covering. So why don't you join me on the next segments as you get to see what this traditional and cultural festival has to offer. Let's go. So we have made our first stop right here, and there is a very nice, very cute monument right here where you're able to wear the traditional hanfu or the traditional Chinese dresses, and you're able to take a picture. As you can see, I'm right here, all wearing this very excellent, very nice, and very traditional dress. And as I said, this is just a part of today's episode. And before we cut off to the next segment, there was something that I wanted to show you. One of the greatest displays that they have right here is this dragon head that they use for a lot of Chinese festivals. As you can see, obviously you've got performers that usually have these and they would wear them on top, such as like this. And now, dear viewers, you can't see me, but you can see me right here. And then we've got this. And they usually associate this amazing head with different traditional performances and dances and a lot of art performances that use this. I do have to say it's quite heavy, so kudos to the people that are able to train using this. It feels very claustrophobic inside, and it's very hard to navigate. So being able to see a lot of the Chinese performers being able to, you know, perform absolute lovely dances that are traditional and art performances while wearing this is quite the thing. And we're hoping maybe in today's episode to be able to feature this being used in some of the performances. So why don't you join me in the next segments as we get to explore everything that this festival has to offer. Let's go. So as you can see, one of the stations right here that we have is we are able to dress and we are able to perform. And we have this lovely gentleman here joining us in this amazingly beautiful outfit, which is a handful. Thank you so much. They're also trying to cool me down. It is. I mean, it does provide a lot of warmth, doesn't it? It's yes. It's quite heavy, but yeah, but it's very beautiful. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us in this segment. Let's jump into the other segments.
Thank you.
So jumping into the next part of the exhibition right here, we have beautiful monuments of a lot of the new projects that are part of the Nihao China organization, as long as the CCC. And if we go in forward, we've got a lot of different displays here of a lot of different Chinese cities in winter. For example, here we have the city of Chengdu, and as you can see, this is the Xinling Snow Mountain right over here, which is absolutely beautiful. I think a lot of people don't realize just the amount of beautiful nature that China has to offer, and it's thanks to events like these that we're able to see these amazing photographs of a lot of different parts of China in the winter and the spring season. And come right here, come take a look at this. Look at these beautiful creatures right here. Oh my goodness, aren't they just cute? And then we have the Changbai Mountain right here with like a lot of climbers. And this is just a part of the exhibitions that they have in today's event. So tune in so we can get inside and get to check whatever is happening, and so in terms of performances, in terms of arts and crafts, and in terms of everything. And I could hear some traditional Chinese singing right now. So let's head there and let's go check it out and see what's going on. Let's go. As you can see, dear viewers, we are right here inside the event right now. And oh my goodness, it's very, very filled with almost everything. And behind me right now is some of the art performances, which hopefully you'll be seeing in today's episode. This is just a part of what this event has to offer. And as you can see, I am still rocking the traditional black hanfu. And I have to say, I'm getting quite accustomed to it. I absolutely love it. I do feel like I'm very calm right now, and that I am one with Chinese culture. Mind you, the culture that spans years and years. And in today's episode of Why Not, we are here to appreciate everything that's related to this. So, dear viewers, let's continue on exploring whatever this place has to offer. I'm very, very excited, as you can see, and I hope that you're excited as well. So why not? We continue our exploration and have other looks. Let us go. Welcome back once again, people that are watching Why Not, the program that explores everything. Right now, we're currently at the calligraphy station, where we can get to see how Chinese calligraphy is made. So, we are joined here in the calligraphy station with this lady that is absolutely killing it right here. She could come and show how this amazing, amazing calligraphy is being written in the moment, using a traditional Chinese brush, writing on this very nice red paper. And hopefully we'll be able to get something written in this next segment. So tune in. So we finally got into our turn, and excuse me, since this is the year of the horse, can you write horse? Horse.
horse,
Horse. The animal horse.
Arabic horse,
No, just horse.
just a horse.
Just horse, yeah. Yes.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Since this is the year of the horse, I would like horse written in Chinese calligraphy.
Hai.
Yes.
Mana
Hisan.
Hasan.
Hisan, yeah, horse.
Khisa.
Yes, Hisan, yeah.
Khisa.
Yeah, horse. And as you can see right here, despite the language barriers that we have, we are right now be able to see the master at his craft. As you can see, it takes a lot of effort to actually be able to write, especially given that a lot of these brushes have their own techniques, and there's a lot of time and effort that's being put into just being able to perfect this style. It's beautiful to see that we've got a lot of interchangeable cultures, both in China and in Kuwait. I mean, here in Kuwait we have Khat al-Raq'a, which is also known as the
What?
curved Arabic writing. And then right here, yes, right here we have
Khisa.
Chinese calligraphy. Shishi, thank you so much. And as you can see here, this is horse written in Chinese calligraphy, given that this is the year of the horse. And this is just one of the stations that we have here. So tune in so we can get to check all the other stations. Why not? We go check them out right now. Let's go. I am a TV presenter at KTV2. That's the Kuwait National TV. And today I am dressed in this very, very beautiful hanfu that is in my favorite color, black. And I'm absolutely astonished by the amazingly patterns that we have right here. And I've been loving the event.
So you want to buy a piece of that?
I hope, I hope I am not appropriating any source of culture. I am appreciating it. And I really wish I could get one because these are very comfy, especially for the winter season because it gets really cold here in Kuwait. Yes, and this keeps you warm and it's very, very, very elastic. It helps you move around and it just looks very nice.
Yeah, generally speaking, so for this event
Yes.
today, how do you like it?
I absolutely love it. This is actually not my first event that I've came here to provide coverage for. If there was any chance, I always keep updated with the social media for the Chinese Cultural Center here in Kuwait, and I'm a big fan of their events. Today's event is even better because the last event was a bit more small, but it was also beautiful as well. Today's event though is very big. You have amazing activities that are being hosted, amazing people that I've gotten to talk to interview, and it just warms my heart. There is a lot of interchangeable culture between Kuwait and China in terms of almost everything: the art, the food, the music, just the atmosphere in general. Even with Chinese people, when I get to talk to them, I feel like I'm at home because we share a lot of respect towards each other, and there's a sense of brotherhood and a sense of respect that I absolutely adore and love. And hopefully more events to come that me and my team at KTV2 would love to provide coverage for.
Great.
Yes.
So specifically about the Spring Festival,
Yes.
do you know more about the detail for this festival?
Well, I mean, I do know just a little bit. I'm a fan of Romance of the Three Kingdoms, which is a very famous Chinese novel. But other than that, I've been trying to put a lot of effort into learning everything about the culture in China. And I'm absolutely delighted to see this event providing an opportunity for us to learn through a lot of different things. It's not just, let's say, pictures and talks. There are activities. There are the absolutely talented performance that they have, the music performance that is rich with culture, with choreography, with beautiful music. And it's just an experience that I recommend every person that is here in Kuwait to take, because the team at CCC are working very hard to provide all of this part of China culture, you know, Chinese culture. And I think at this day and age, what makes us connected all as people is culture. The more we learn culture, the more we become together and we're able to help each other and understand each other. And that's one of the most beautiful qualities in life.
Great. And the last question is one word. What do you want to say to your Chinese friends for the new year, for new Chinese year?
Well, I hope I do not butcher this, but I've been told that some people use Gong Chi Fa Chai. So I will say to all the people that are watching, Shishi, Gong Chi Fa Chai, and thank you so much for being able to provide this opportunity for me to be able to talk. And I hope that the relations between my dear country, Kuwait, and our sistering country, China, would flourish and would become amazing. And thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. We're back and we're finally made it to the paper cutting station. I am joined with Miss Ollie. Miss Ollie, thank you so much for joining us. So, Miss Ollie, what can you tell me about paper cutting, like the art itself?
Yeah, paper cutting in China is more than 2,000 years
Yes,
history.
that's
and
impressive.
it's very common, like folk art. From the city to the farm,
Yes.
people, especially before the New Year season, they gathering together and cutting all the patterns of good wishes,
Yes,
wish for richness, happiness,
yes,
you know, birds, flowers,
Yeah.
and they decorate them normally on the window, to stick on the window to part of the New Year decoration.
of the New Year decoration, yeah. And can we try to do some paper cutting today?
So
Yeah.
we do have some thing.
Yeah.
See, for example, this one. This is a fish with
Yes.
a small baby.
A small baby, yeah.
So fish in China, it means richness.
Richness, yeah.
And the baby, you know, the happiness and more kids and
Prosperity
family.
and yeah.
So this is a good wish for us.
Yes.
So, we have different technique to do it.
Mhm.
For this one, it's little simple. Normally we use red paper, so this is
Yeah.
like a good luck kind of thing.
Mhm.
So we're cutting around. First, we do the edge.
Yes.
You want to try?
Sure, if
Yeah,
that's
1
possible,
second.
yeah.
I just finished this line.
Yeah.
So then you see all the lines here.
Yes.
You fold it, so
Uh-huh.
make the middle part easier.
Oh, right.
Okay, so you cut this one out.
So
right?
yeah, so I've got the circle right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, if you've watched me before, dear viewers, I have very terrible hands, so I will try to cut this as the best of my abilities as I can, and maybe we'll
It's
try
okay.
to
Yeah.
and then
So this is one technique. You fold it so you can cut a mirror kind of pattern.
yes, yeah,
See, there's another technique. For example, this one.
mm-hmm,
You poke in the middle and you go through it and to get the shape right.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yes.
Especially when they're like, you know,
Yeah,
small
small
shapes.
shapes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Wow, I had no
Yes.
idea. I mean, like, you could see some of the finished products here, but this is just an example of the arts and crafts that, you know, this place has. Because when you get to see it from an outsider, when you don't see them participating in the art itself, you tend to maybe brush it off or, you know, think that it's easy. But clearly it's not. It takes a lot
Yes.
of time.
And it carries all our culture,
Exactly.
tradition,
Yes,
you
yes.
know.
I mean, when you were explaining to me the symbolism of the fish and the child, it's a very, very nice
Yeah.
piece of, as you said, you know, traditions, culture, and something that looks amazing and also holds really, really beautiful sentimental value. And I wanted to show you this one right here. What can you tell me about this, Miss Ollie?
This is, before what we tried is one practice is by scissor.
Yes.
So this one is by knife.
By knife?
Yeah, so it's more delicate.
Mhm.
You see all the details.
Yes, I could
And,
see, yeah.
From the traditional folk art from every family, this is developed into a fan art.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
so there are more artists really carrying this away
Mhm.
and you know, bringing it to another level and details.
Yes.
And the paper is very fine and very thin.
Yes.
And they do lots of detail, like a feather you can see.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
clearly.
yeah. If you could just check this out, like one of the amazing things that Miss Ollie was talking about is look at the details right here. This is done with a knife and it clearly shows, I mean, a mere scissor cannot replicate these
Yes.
details right here, and it looks like an actual flower. It's like very, very beautiful.
The lively feeling.
The
of
lively
it, yes.
feeling, yeah. And this is just a part of the stations that we have here in this beautiful and very amazing cultural event. Thank you so much for joining us, Miss Sol. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Let's check out the next segments. Let's go. Ni hao. Let's get into this section. Come follow me as we get to explore this other section that provides a lot of Chinese artifacts and a lot of different things that are cultural and historical. Let's go. So starting off right over here, we've got a panda monument right here that is provided by the China Cultural Center here in Kuwait. And I have to tell you that the panda animal holds a lot of significantly, let's say, sentimental ideas and values to Chinese culture, and it's going to be a reoccurring theme where we'll be showing you the different props and the different artifacts that they have here. So let's get to check and see the other things. So for example, right here over here, I think we've got these beautiful crafted traditional dresses for women and for men right here. And I assume this probably dates back to the Ming Dynasty, which is around, let's say, 700 to 600 years old. And we'll take a look first at this dress right here. And one of the things that I absolutely love is the headpiece with the beautiful accessories that are resting. And the colors in terms of aesthetic is just too nice. And I might not be very knowledgeable about these dresses. However, that does not make me not appreciate the amazing craft and just the amazing choice that they've used here with a different kind of silk right here. And oh, it does look light, but this is actually, it feels like a very high quality material. And then walking over to the men dress that we have right here, it's also sporting a headpiece that is absolutely beautiful. And if you see right here, I think there is a Chinese character that is going on right here. If you can see it from this position right here. Well, I'm not knowledgeable about Chinese, but it's absolutely beautiful. And I have to say, I am a big fan of the yellow color. And if you could just have a focus right here, we have a dragon right here that is embroidered in the silk itself. It has a nice feeling, and the colors with the gold outlines just make it look very prestigious. Let's check out this next segment right here. Over here we have this cardboard cutout of different historical Chinese characters that are grown as pandas. As you can see, this is interchangeable cultures just merging in together. You've got history and you've got animals. And as I said, that the panda holds a lot of value in terms of everything that is related to Chinese culture. And some of the characters here are historical characters. Like, if you can come right here, I wanted to show you. Right over here, you have Sun Jian, which is a very famous Chinese hero back in the Warring States era. And it's just really nice to be able to see a lot of these designs that, as I said, parts of interchangeable cultures and just parts of different sections. You know, you've got history, you've got art, you've got culture, and you've got animals. And then if you walk with me right here, as we can see, I think these are, they signify some Chinese characters, historical characters or mythological characters. And I assume these are masks sometimes that are being worn. As you can see right here, there is a set of different characters or masks that sadly I am not informed with. But as I said, this is why not what Why Not is all about. It's about being able to experience all these different kinds of cultures and just letting it take in, even if we don't have the knowledge or the material to do so. As an outsider, we can absolutely just have a look at all these beautiful, all these well-crafted and well-talented arts and crafts, and you could just stare at them and appreciate them. And who knows, maybe you'll be able to learn something new as we do with this program. Let's jump into the next segments. So why not we have a go at them? Let's go. So before we close off this episode, I am joined with Salman right here that I wanted to ask about. Salman, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine, that's good to hear. Salman, tell me, how was your experience today?
So it was really fun and there's a lot of delicious food.
There was a lot of delicious food. I mean, I have to agree with you. The food was absolutely good. I'm a big fan of Chinese food. Do you have a specific Chinese dish that you like?
Yeah,
What do you love?
it's like dumplings.
Dumplings, yeah, I'm a big fan of dumplings. I've ended up having some of the custard dumplings that were absolutely delicious here.
So yeah, I'll give you this gift.
Oh, a gift for me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Salman. Let me have a look. Well, thank you so much, Salman. Again, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And to close off this episode, I mean, I ended up having beautiful gifts that have been gifted to me by Salman. And just to tell you that this episode is absolutely packed with a lot of history and culture. And we weren't able to cover everything that was being provided here. So, dear viewers, why not for the next few times you keep up with the events that are happening, and why not you come in to get to experience everything and have your own experience learning and appreciating all sorts of culture. This has been your host Ahmed Murad, and this has been our program Why Not. Please take care, and until next time, bye bye.